I often hear school leaders talk to teachers about how their problems could be solved through stronger relationships. And I'm also hearing people tell me there's just never enough time in the day. And I wanted to overlap that in order to look at how we can get more time in our day through healthier relationships, focusing on boundaries. A boundary really is a guideline, a rule, or a limit that we give to somebody else in order for us to know that we have reasonable, safe, and permissible ways for them to treat us, for people to behave towards us, and how we're going to respond if somebody passes those limits. So what it isn't is me telling you how you are to behave. It's me telling you how I'm going to adjust if you don't meet my expectation. I like to think of it as this little rhyme. Boundaries get set once expectations are unmet, so consequences aren't a threat. So there's different types of boundaries. You can have rigid boundaries where the boundaries are high, but there's very low relational support, so the relationships are low. You can have absent boundaries, and those are where the relationship is low and so are the boundaries. You can have porous boundaries where the relationship support is really high, but there's no boundaries, so you're overdoing it. And then of course, there's the quadrant where we have clear boundaries, where we have high boundaries and high relational support. And so it's finding that sweet spot where we can offer both. So then the commitment becomes, how can I change my language so my boundaries are not absent, they're not porous or too permeable, or they're not rigid and completely inflexible. And the way is just to have clearer boundaries. So instead of saying, you can't email me after 6 p.m. on weekdays or anytime on the weekends, you could instead say, I check email between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. on weekdays. If you email me outside those hours, I'll respond the next business day. What you're saying is, here's what I'm going to do. And so I love this quote by Olivia Vizicero. She says, boundaries are not mandates for other people to follow. Boundaries are not demands. Boundaries are not expectations. Boundaries are not ultimatums. Boundaries are not idle threats. Here's what a boundary is. It's a particular course of action you take to take care of yourself when a particular set of circumstances arise. It's about what you do, not about what they do ever. When we set better boundaries, we're going to find that we expand our time and expand our relationships, because our boundaries are healthier when they are high and offer connection.